Well, the World Cup, it brings excitement, but also challenges.
Yeah, how do you keep 650,000 visitors healthy? Kansas City health officials, they have a plan. KCTV5's Jordan Frimstead breaks it down.
Perhaps you've heard Kansas City will welcome some visitors.
This is without doubt the largest event that this region has ever experienced.
More than 650,000 to be specific.
There's kind of a recipe there for communicable disease.
Assistant Director of Public Health for Jackson County, Ray DeLucalecki, is part of a preparation without precedent in Kansas City.
We have an epidemiology team that's monitoring disease trends. We have a preparedness team that's working across, hospitals and clinics.
Jackson County Public Health works with neighboring agencies to prepare for the World Cup and the expected increase in demand for medical care.
There's the potential for that system to face some strain.
St. Luke's Health System began conversations last summer.
We actually set up a World Cup steering committee
to divide responsibilities across facilities.
Using those convenient cares, those urgent cares, our community hospital, EDs.
Chief Clinical Officer Michael Main says they must reduce stress on their teams.
And we will be increasing staffing purposefully during that period so that we can meet the needs of the community.
If someone's getting overwhelmed, we can shift resources around to support them.
Jackson County public health officials say communication and data collection will be key to tracking spread from person to person so people can stay informed, so they can stay safe.
It's our job as public health to monitor what trends are circulating.
We're going to be keeping a close eye on all of those activities as well.
The state of Missouri is increasing some support to wastewater monitoring, so things like respiratory conditions that are actively circulating in the region.
DeLugalecki says vaccination rates slipped in recent years in the KC region.
Things like the measles, that if they enter populations with very low vaccination rates can just spread like wildfire.
He wants that trend to shift.
The evidence is quite clear in that vaccines have, one of the easiest ways for us to prevent those serious illnesses.
Preparations so the region's 650,000 visitors will catch nothing but memories.
And we want people to have a really enjoyable experience here.
In Lee's Summit, Jordan Fremstead.
We have a good plan in place, I think, to deal with any sort of situation that occurs.
KCTV 5 News.